Today on MTG Unpacked, we're continuing our look at the Commander Anthology Volume 2. So today we'll be having a look at the Built from Scratch deck. So this is all about artifacts and different combinations we can pull off there. And a bit of a reminder, here's what is inside the box. So we're working our way through each of the decks. The last one we had a look at was Wade into Battle. So let's get started on this. So I'll move this out of the way so we have a bit more room. And let's take a look at Built from Scratch. So we get a nice deck box here. One of the characters, I'm sure we'll see him in here. We've got a divider and the sealed deck. And there he is, that's the guy, Duretti Scrap Savant. So we'll get a closer look at him in a moment. So as is usual with each of these decks, we have some foils on the top. We'll cut the deck here, separating out lands and so forth, so we'll put those over there. We've got a ton of mountains, absolute ton of mountains. And this is looking very much like a mono red deck. Okay, so without further ado, set these aside, let's take a look at the foils. So we start off, we have Duretti Scrap Savant, legendary Planeswalker Duretti. So he costs 4 mana, his +2 ability is discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. His -2, sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And -10 is you get an emblem with whenever an artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return that card to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. He's a 3 loyalty planeswalker. One thing they have here, Duretti Scrap Savant can be your commander. So this is something where they're saying planeswalkers as commanders. I think they are having to add that notation. Not sure if it's a general thing or not. If you know a little bit more about that, leave a note in the comments. So that is Duretti, very cool. Next foil is Bosch Iron Golem, 6/7 for 8 mana. He's a legendary artifact creature golem. Let's take a closer look at him. Looked a bit like Juggernaut, a Marvel character for a second there. He has trample, you can pay 3 in a mountain, sack an artifact, and he deals damage equal to the sacrifice artifact's converted mana cost to any target. Seems decent. And then finally we have Felden of the Third Path. This is a legendary creature, human artificer, 2/3/4, 3 mana. You can pay 2 in a mountain, tap, and create a token that's a copy of target creature card in your graveyard, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste, sack it at the beginning of the next end step. So a lot of artifact synergies here. And then we'll move on. Beetleback Chief, Faithless Looting, Flame Tongue Kavu. So that is what a Kavu looks like, in case you didn't know already. Ingot Chewer. Some crazy characters here. Spite Bellows, Whip Flare, Bottle Gnomes. Now it seems like we're moving into unstable territory. Cathodian, Commander's Sphere. That's pretty cool. That'd be a good one in foil. Dreamstone Hedron, Everflowing Chalice, Bitter Feud, and that's a rare. Blasphemous Act. Oh, here we have a mythic Obogarden Hellkite. So this is a dragon 5/5 for 8 mana with flash and flying. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Pretty nice. He would do a fair bit of damage. Chaos Warp, that's another rare. Dual Caster Mage. Goblin Welder. What is this guy up to? Creature Goblin Artificer 1/1 for a single mountain. You can tap, choose a target artifact the player controls, and target artifact card in that player's graveyard. If both targets are still legal as this ability resolves, that player simultaneously sacrifices the artifact and returns the artifact card to the battlefield. Okay, so you're swapping the artifacts around. Seems decent. Another rare, Horde Smelter Dragon, Impact Resonance, Incite Rebellion, Magma Quake, Scrap Mastery. So is that Duretti again? Looks a bit like it. Starstorm, deals X damage to each creature. Tuk Tuk the Explorer. What is his deal? Legendary creature Goblin 1/1 for 3 mana with haste. When he dies, create a legendary 5/5 colorless Goblin Golem artifact creature token named Tuk Tuk the Returned. Wonder if we get that token here. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Tyrant's Familiar, Volcanic Offering, Warmonger Hellkite, and that is our first pile. Moving on. Tons of rares here. I'm not sure, are there more than usual in these? Word of Seizing, Caged Sun, Epocrisite, it's a mouthful. Jellum Tome, Junk Diver. So this guy's, oh, he's an artifact creature himself, looking for some spare parts, I imagine. Mere Battlesphere, Pentavus, Ruby Medallion, Solemn Simulacrum, I've seen that guy before, Spine of Ishsar, okay, whatever, Steel Hellkite, I've got quite a few Hellkites here, Trading Post, oh, and a mythic, Wormcoil Engine, I think this is a good one, 6/6 for 6 mana, artifact creature worm with Death Touch and Lifelink. When it dies, create a 3/3 colorless worm artifact creature token with Death Touch and a 3/3 colorless worm artifact creature token with Lifelink. So I think, yeah, there are 2 separate tokens there, and Lifelink and Death Touch, that seems like a nasty combo. Flamekin Village, Fire Diamond, Ichor Wellspring, Liquimetal Coating, Lore Seeker's Stone, Mind Stone, Mycosynth Wellspring, Mere Retriever, Mere Sire, Palladium Mere. Got a ton of Meres here. Panic Spellbomb, Pilgrim's Eye, Pristine Talisman, and of course the ever-present Soul Ring. Has anybody ever made a commander deck without Soul Ring? Leave a note in the comments. Swiftfoot Boots, Unstable Obelisk, Wayfarer's Bauble, and that is the bulk of the useful cards here. And as we saw before, we get a whole boatload of mountains. And then let's take a look at some of these other lands. So we have non-basic lands. We've got an Arcane Lighthouse, Buried Ruin, Darksteel Citadel, Dormant Volcano, Forgotten Cave, Ghost Quarter, that one's pretty good, Great Furnace, Phyrexia's Core, Reliquary Tower, that's another one. No maximum hand size, seems like an easy addition. Smouldering Crater, Temple of the False God, Now we're moving on to tokens. So we have Spirit, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Germ tokens, so these ones you typically attach artifacts to or equipment. 1, 2, 2 of those. Zombie, 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies. Elemental Shaman. Oh, he's pretty cool. So we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Wow. Goblins. And that's it. So I think it's a curious omission. We don't actually have the Worm Coil Engine tokens here. I think they may be in one of the other decks though. So that is it. That is built from scratch. Just a quick zip through the deck. And let me know in the comments which one you would prefer. Are you planning to pick up the Commander Anthology 2, or have you picked up any of these decks in the past? Because they're often reprinting these. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Thanks for watching and have a great day.